You are live. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I was playing the intro from the last broadcast. Okay, I was like, I don't think I'm playing any music. I don't think so. But feel free to, whatever it is, whatever you need to do, feel free to be doing it. Okay, I got my whole screen on. I got my Big Bang logo on. I think my voice is working, so I don't know how you say that. Arib. I believe that's a you problem. I think that's a you problem. Okay, let me see if I can show you something cool. Sneaky peeks. What is actually happening? Is it gonna work? Who knows? Maybe I broke it all. Welcome in, everybody. Find a seat, find a place, get a snack. We'll get going in just a minute. You know, please only sit in your assigned seats. You know, people get upset if you go to a movie and someone's sitting in your seat, and then you need to have that uncomfortable conversation. You know, we don't want that. Assigned seating. Feel free to throw questions into all chats. I am watching all chats. Agent B says hi on YouTube. Hi. Digital Monkey Master and Summer Superb say hi on Twitch. Neoshot says lunch is on the way. Well, I think that's maybe a bit extreme in a movie theater, dragging people out of their seats. Maybe initially a polite request, because maybe they just sat in the wrong seat. Let's take the chill approach initially. How is everyone this fine Tuesday, May 30th? How is everyone doing? I'm going to click a link over here. And then we're going to get into updates, what's happened since last month. And then we're going to do recent events, future plans, Q&A. So, since we last were together a whole month ago, in our Discord, if you go and look in the changelogs, can you post a link to changelogs in the meetup text event channel? Digital Monkey Master, is it possible? Do we have the technology? Let's find out. Let's see. Oh, look, I say it and it happens. It's like being God. So since we last were together, version 0.95 and 0.96 have launched. There are many things in here. A lot of these are, quality of life things, but some of them are also big things, like the new voxel object editor. So let's take a quick look at that while we're all together. Did I lose the Discord in the Discord list? Possible. It's possible I did that. Let's get back in here. Okay, so one of the first things we're going to look at is the new voxel object editor UI. If you haven't seen it, it's live right now. And I like it. It was one of those things where we hadn't updated it for a very long time. The game editor was looking super nice, but the voxel object editor, maybe not so much. And there's a few important things here. One of them is this gray plane that you can draw on here can now be turned off. So if you want to make something that goes underneath the plane, here you go. You can always see where the ground is by toggling that back on. But, if you need to get a good sense of what it looks like, you can turn that thing off. There you We did split everything into basic and advanced, and that has tripped a couple of people up. If you, I'm going to move this up here so I'm looking at you peoples rather than looking down there. Let me just rearrange my windows. There you go. So yeah, we did split it into basic and advanced, and there's a couple of things in advanced. We're still thinking about this. You know, we might move it, but in advanced, you've got, you know, more rotation tools. You have the work plane. Work plane is cool. Some people haven't really used this thing before, but the work plane is a thing where you can draw in space, right? So it's kind of a very useful thing, I believe. We've got these buttons for rotating your whole objects around. And then the work plane itself, you know, it can be toggled, right? So your work plane could work here. You can move it up and down. So if you want to like work above your object, you could put it here. And then you can kind of draw in free space above it. So that's kind of a useful thing that maybe some people haven't seen before. We've got the mirror plane, so I'm going to turn this thing off. So you know, pretty much anybody who's ever built anything in Big Bang will probably know what this is, but it lets you mirror things. I'm not an expert at drawing things, as you can see. Well, let's go back to the start, you know. So now you can do a lovely heart like this. See? It's like a slightly angry heart. So that's the mirror. So all of these tools that were previously on like magical keys and you had to go and figure out how to use them, those are all in there now. The keyboard shortcuts are in here, down here. So all of the stuff that you previously could get to only by reading a magical document. And then, you know, we've kind of tightened up some things over here. We have an actual eyedropper tool, which we didn't have previously. You just had to know the magical key to press. So now you can go and pick a specific color and continue to work in that way. See, here's some green. And yeah, so, you know, face push in, face push out, all the things that you've used previously, but they're laid out in a bit of a nicer way. And then, yeah, the frame buttons are down here with a nice snap. So now you can see what's happening when you're changing. Snap, 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 snap. And then say that you wanted to make your frame durations. Let's play this. Let's do the old draw and yeah, let's do the old draw and record at the same time. I'm going to add a voxel in blue. I'm going to pick this. All of our art teams watching me do this, thinking like, you know, what an amazing artist. I bet that's what they're thinking. I always like to draw and animate at the same time, my main skill. And then say that we wanted to change all of these frames to be a different duration, like 100. We can change this like this and then make them all the same. So if we press pause, find the one we changed to 100, which was maybe none of them. Maybe it didn't take. Maybe 100. Okay, and now I can apply this to all frames. And all of our frames are 100 milliseconds. So the whole animation runs a bit faster. Check it out. So very cool. So that is the voxel object editor updates. I'm going to check. I'm going to rechat. Agent B doing good so far. In 16T says A. Hey. Angelcast says hi. Hi to Angelcast. The Unknown says me cringing because of lag. Well, I can't help your lag, unfortunately. Neil Shard says the new voxel object editor is amazing. It makes it easier to use on mobile, my main creation platform. Okay, there you go. We will do a full pass for mobile at some point, but obviously, as we're still a pretty small team, we need to keep focused, which is a difficult thing to do. How am I doing today, says Shmi? I'm doing all right, you know? I'm doing all right. Pretty good, I would say. Okay, let's jump back to the next thing in the list for updates. It's a little bit cumbersome. I'm going to cut and paste these things into another doc. Okay, so 0.95. Yeah, so 0.95. Oh, the other thing that we did was, if you ever have struggled using tags in the game editor, we made a change that it's actually a big deal. It's a small change, but it's a big deal overall. Let me show you how this works. So, did I make a game that did this already? Let me see. Did I make a game? Tags. Nope. Cool, I get to make a game. Okay, so I'm going to make a new game, and I'm going to just put some trees out here. So in voxel objects, I'm going to select all. I'm going to say tree. Let's look for some trees. Whose trees are we going to use today? The tree and leaf. And this is by Obos Georgette. Let's use Big Green. It's a classic. And then, well, we don't need too many. We don't need too many kinds of trees. But I do like those birch trees. Let me see if I can find one. William Santa Cruz orange tree. Okay, so say you're in a scene and you in a game and you want to organize your work a little bit. I think in the past people have tried to use tags unsuccessfully because they are a little bit frustrating, because when you edit multiple things at the same time, you would find that it would overwrite the tags, right? Which was really unhelpful. So what we can do now is edit those tags without overwriting them. So in tags, I'm going to say tree. And so all of these things are trees, right? That's a good start. And then let's clone out some of these guys with control and drag. And then all of these trees, I'm going to add another tag to them. Make sure we got them all. So now we can add a tag, red. And then these ones, going to do the same thing but green. Boopity boop. So these are all going to get green. So you're going to call these green tree. So now when I go, you know what, I'm just going to do 2 groups because we don't need to do 3. So now when I go in here and I in search and I search just for tags, I can search for red, and then all of these red trees that I got, I can select them in one go and move them around as a group. So it's kind of like layers. It's not, you know, exactly like layers, but it's a little bit like a layer. It's kind of useful. I'm going to take this red tag off and call it red tree. Like this. And then for the green ones, we got green tree. Yeah, so we can now do green tree. And these are the green trees. You can always, in fact, you know, there's a faster way to do that. If I do green tree like this, you can click this button in the bottom right-hand corner of the search, boop, and that will select them all. So that's super useful just for organizing your scene. And then because these actually have the tree tag on all of them, we can select all down here, and we can move all the trees, right? So not only are these trees in their own groups, they're actually in a group called tree as well, right? So just a change to the way tag editing works, which allows you to organize things in a much nicer way. I'll save this and I'll share it so you can check it out. Bobby D tags example, tag editing example. There you go, save. And I will put that over here in all of the chats. It's going to go in every chat. Can I jump back to this? Look at that. Doo-doo-doo-doo. There you go. The new editor is all I wanted on this platform as of now. Okay, well, that's good news, Shad. That's good. we have even more better stuff coming. Angelcast says, hey, I heard you want to use tanks in Big Bang. If so, you can take a look at my tanks, like the Mouse, the Tiger, the E50, etc. So Angelcast, let's post a link to Angelcast's profile. What is your profile in here? Let's look for the let's look for the tank. Mouse. Here you go. Here, I found it. Okay, let's post a link to your profile. Boop. And I'll also put that in the YouTube and Twitch chats because I'm a seasoned professional as a streamer. As you can tell, I'm so good at it. So there you go. So if you would like to use tanks in your game, they are being offered by Angelcast. Feel free to put those in. And you know, while you're on Angelcast's profile, why not throw a follow? Why not throw them a follow? Why not comment on some of those tanks? Look at the state of these things. They look amazing. While we're here, let's play this game. Look at the size of this thing. I mean, if somebody said to you, hey, I've got a tank, and then they turned up with this thing, you know, I think you'd be a little bit worried. Check it out. It's a world of tanks. How about that? Anyway, tanks for the offer for people to use these, and if yeah, everyone follow, like and subscribe, etc., etc. Cool, there's a tank. Yeah. Okay, let's jump back. Carry on with the list of changes. Where are we going? Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about, so we did the tag editing, which is actually really cool. We added a small thing to the script editor to give you an error when you use a reserved name in quotes, you know, so something that the engine uses something else, so you won't get weird errors anymore. It'll just say you can't use that name. Voxel object viewer is more consistent with the game editor. Yeah, you can do save as for users non-remixed voxel objects. Although I think we're going to have to figure out what we do with save as, about whether we, you know, treat that as a remix. I think we're going to treat that as a remix because right now you can remove the remix history, as you know, by kind of remix and save as. That's not really in the spirit of what we want to do there. For games, we released the combat example. So let's copy that. Nope, don't copy the message link. Let's look at this. This stuff looks so cool. Yeah. Okay. Bobby D, the intrepid warrior, is going to take on all of these spooky things. Twitch didn't let me post that, by the way. Okay, so we're going to chop some stuff. We've got lovely health bars. We've got health happening. Maybe I'll turn this sound on. Well, this bat is incredibly... What? What is happening? Okay, I'm going to turn the sound on. Is it too loud? Let me check. I'm going to blow all of your ears off. No, it's pretty quiet. That bat was ridiculous. Oh, what's this? Oh, I can loot this. I chop this bat to death now. I don't understand how the bat in the starting area is so incredibly powerful. But you know, I feel like Heather is like the Dark Souls of Big Bang. Ah, what is it blocking me? Get out of the way, skeleton. So this is an example game that Heather and Brad put together. You can make your own versions of this. You can reskin it. Picking up coins. What? This person's shooting arrows at me. I'm going to hide behind this crying. Did that just respawn? Do we need to get their bones or something to stop them spawning? Ah! I'm terrible at this game. Is there a block? I feel like I need to upgrade my... Upgrade my weapon. There you go. Check it out. Check it out. This one's just going to keep respawning. I'm not into this. I'm going to run. Make a run for it. Well, what a beautiful little space this is. Look at this. I'm healing. These beautiful, I don't know what these are, mushrooms. Can I jump off the edge? But I want to jump off the edge. Okay. Gotta follow the rules of the game. No better deal in the caves. Got some kind of merchant. Okay, what have we got? 3 coins. Well, I've got 5 coins. What do you think I should buy? Should I buy... Let's vote. 5 coins for this bow. I don't know how I tell the difference. This one, is it just what they look like? The coolness factor. 3 coins for a sword. 5 coins for a witchy looking big purple staff. You're supposed to balance the enemies when you remix it. Look! What a cop-out. Balance the enemies when you remix it. Okay, I'm going to go for this staff. The Staff of Doom. What does it do? What? What is going on? Whoop! Ah. Have some of that. Have some of that. No. Bad. Bad. Whoop. Up. Do I need to charge it up? Is that it? Yes. Whoa. Okay. This is it. This is the last shot. It's going to be like Zelda. I'm going to headshot them. Whoa. Okay. So yeah, this is a combat example. Look at this. It's so nice looking. That's what I like about it. Really looking nice. Oh. Okay, well maybe that's a good place to stop. The crazy flame-headed... Look, I'm getting chased by this. Look at this. Whoop. Yeah, you don't scare me. I'm going to get your chest. Excuse me. Whoop. Do I need to... Whoop. Do I need to... Whoop. Look at this, like, spooky... Look. Look, 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 look. Are you suggesting that I need to kill this enemy before I get its magical chest? I mean, that does make sense. Whoop. This is going to take me forever. Ah! It's like Returnal. 2... Whoop. 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 I do quite like it, though. I would like to play this with a gamepad. Whoop. Okay, I think I got you. I've got a strat. Got some pro strats. Maybe not. Okay, let's try the pro strats again. Doesn't look like there's much penalty for dying, so I'll just chip. I'm going to chip it. Oh no, come on. It's because I'm stopping when I'm shooting. I've got to just... Why? There you go, check it out. All the stuff. Look, that looked like a key to me. Look at it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to press R. Don't know what it does. Oh, what? 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 That was out of order. I've got 10 coins now. 5 coins, 5 coins, 5 coins. I'm going to buy this thing. No, what happened? I pressed buy and it went back over there. Stop it. Okay, here we go. This thing. Let's go and shoot it with this just to see what happens. You're gonna, whoop. What? No, the purple staff is better. How do I choose? How do I go back? F. Ah! 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 Okay. What? Okay, click. Ah! Ah, this is it. Yeah, do that. Well, you know, I think all we can say is, you know, maybe I need some more practice at this game. These people are back again? What? You know, man. I'm just going to hang out here with this person because they seem way more chill. What's Q? Ah, yes. Look at this. I have some... Whoa. Not only can I emote, I can fire at the same time. Okay, very cool. So, in addition to this, we also did a game jam using this combat example. And we have a whole bunch of entries on the topic. Let me check chat. I told you I was going to check chat. I recommend a sword for them. Ranged for the boss. You don't have the key to that chest trying to cheat. Okay, so, you know, maybe some of those comments, it would have been good to read them while I was in the midst of combat with the mage. But I didn't. There you go. So, you know. Let me see. Okay. So look at these entries. What does this person say? Punkarella says, "Hi, friends. I participated in the combat jam. This is a little game that links to the entries that I saw. Spooky skeleton themed space. I don't know that we'll have time for all of these. So if anybody has any ones, let's have a look. Rustfoot, SB Television. Well, listen, I'm not going to play any of these that are made by people that I suspect are on our team, because those people, unless somebody tells me that they're amazing. What? There's more over here? Okay. Oh, this is basic combat example. Cyclops cheat, chest, bone example. Okay, these are the examples. This is such a cool little area. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm going to get on the Beatdown Express because I feel like personally I did see a little tweet of that. Look at this. What? Okay, this is cool. These people got hats on and there's like a, oh dear. Stream time? Okay. Oh, okay, it's multiplayer. Look at this. Oh, holy moly. Maybe the enemies are not 100% synced there. Look at this. It's like one of those movies where you, oh dear. You beat people up on top of a train. Why are they always on top of the train? I don't know. Seems like not a great place to be. Do you think that ever actually happened? Look, I'm going to let them fall down there. Perfect. What? This person's superhuman. Superhuman NPC jumps. Breakdance smoke funky pants. Okay, let's go. It's a bit like a combination of Double Dragon, Final Fight. Are there any sideways scrolling beat 'em ups anymore? Is that even a genre that exists? There must be something, right? It kind of just disappeared. This is so cool. I love it. Somebody with some I'm assuming that's somebody in multiplayer is helping me out here rather than it just being my like NPC wing, literal wing person. Oh, what if I just try and cheat? How about that? Oh, can I do the same super jump? It would be great if this was constrained a bit in the 40 backwardsy direction. I assume I can just fall off this. Yeah. Whoop. This is the best thing. I think this is the best thing that Breakdance and Funky Pants has made. It is so cool. I love it. Ah, I'm getting beaten up again. Come on. I want to punch you. Punch, punch, punch. Why is my punching stopped? Why is punching not working? Did punch break? Do I need to respawn? Okay, well, I don't have punch anymore, so this is going to be extra difficult. A beat 'em game with no punching. Maybe I'm a pacifist. Maybe my character had a realization halfway through that, you know what, violence is not the answer. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, you distract them. I'll run past because I can't punch anymore. I also don't think there's an end to this game because I suspect this game is infinitely creating its world. Should we have a sneak peek? Should we sneak peek behind the scenes? No, we shouldn't do that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're getting towards the engine. What do we get? What do we get for getting to the front? Do we have to go in the boiler? Ah! Does that should hurt you? That'd be great. Oh, try knocking people off the train. Okay. I can't do anything because my punching's not working. I think something crashed. Some part of this script crashed. Let's see if this person can knock them off the train. I can't see their name because it's... Okay, you knock them off. Knock them off the train. Is it Neoshard? Punch them off the side. Yeah, that is good. Okay, good call, Jordan. Okay, get past the scalding steam to the front of the train, and now what do we do? It's like, is it we just ride for the rest of the trip, or do we come to the station? Maybe that. Maybe that's the end. If it is, I had fun. This person's dancing, dancing in the steam. Check it out. Do we have any custom emotes? Oh, we've still got the Combat Jam ones. Brrr. This is cool stuff. Nice. Well, that's the end. Okay, any others that people recommend from this one? We've already did a stream about this, right? So they've all been seen. Combat Jam 2023, SB Television. Well, let's do the ones by the people who are amazing community members. What? Oh, this is the crowbar style. Wow. Okay. Check this out. Fixed camera. Oh, this is cute. Very nice. Can we go in here? Woo, check it out. Little shop. We got a pet zombie in there. Back out the door. How do we get out? Out here. This is awesome. Nice one. Whoop. Yeah. Yeah, let's go in there. Can we go in here? What? It's boss time. It's boss time. Whoa. I'm gonna let my buddy soak up some of the damage. Can't quite see the health bar in this view. Ah! Whoa. I reckon we get this guy beat. Let me see. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, you get the coin. You get the coin, Neoshard. Get it. You get it. Oh, maybe it's one each. There you go. Where do we go now? Up the stairs, or is this the end? I want to go up the stairs. Oh, is this just a kind of like a place to attack from above? It's so cool. Look at this building. This is fantastic. Whoop. Flying zombies. What? Flying zombies. Okay, at least this one's a slow motion zombie. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of there. No, nope. Doesn't seem like things are going well in this city. I mean, I don't want to bad mouth anyone, but whoa. Okay, can I go? No. Yeah, Scooter D, aka Rusford Diggins. Great map, super cool. Well, I'm just gonna check out a couple of the community ones, then we'll move on because we did a whole stream about it. DMM, Digital Monkey Master, is gonna drop the link to the stream in all of the places I'm making him do stuff. You know? Combat Jam, SB Television. Let's see it. I've already posted it. Already posted the link to the stream. You know? Okay, so this is top down. Yeah, this is much more top down. It's a bit more like Gauntlet, right? Yeah, feels a bit like Gauntlet. If anybody knows that, that's a nice recent reference for you to computer games you'll definitely know about. Oh, there was a remake of Gauntlet, though, wasn't there? See you later, The Unknown. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, this is really nice. I like how it's got that top-down vibe. I like how the camera's changed. That's very cool too. It's kind of mazy. Maybe I can just run past them. Whoop. I'm going to use my non-existent healing. Defeat one wave of enemies to unlock. Well, I don't think we have time for one wave of enemies today, but This looks very cool. I like it a lot. Come on, go back. Go back to this other game. Okay, Whip Combat game by I'm the New Guy. I think that's the last one we will look at in this monthly meetup. Procedurally generated map. Use A and W to move. Use Q like a query to open a door. Okay. Q. Q. Did it work? Oh, Q. What? A and W. Is it? Do they literally mean A and W, or do they mean? Oh, this is cute. Look at that. Look at this little villager. Look at this little villager. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, the procedure generated map is in SB's one. That's nice. Tech savvy. So the caves aren't safe even for me? Oh man. This doesn't bode well. The caves aren't safe even for me. Look at this. I like this. There's some good game design here. Good level design. It's coming along really nice. And this again is by... You know what? This isn't rendering right. Why is this not rendering right? Well, you know what? Together we found a bug. I'm going to take a little screenshot. I'm going to report it. I'm going to put it in my doc. Here we go. A little bug. It's not rendering the name of that player properly, but I can hear somebody shooting off screen. So, whoa. I like this sideways view. I like these different cameras. I think it makes the games look completely different. Whoa. Whoop. Oh, I think it's not finished right. Oh, maybe it's supposed to go in here. Whoa, I was right. Okay. I'm here, Neil Shard. I'm helping. It's happening. Whoop. They're just respawning. So that means I'm gonna, once we shoot one of them, I'm gonna go past. Oh, it's so dark. Whoa, it really is unfinished. Hey, that's cool. Okay, this is great. I love the vibe. I love the starting area. It's really nice. Good job. So I will say that's gonna be all the ones we show. That was I'm the New Guy. I forgot. There you go. Maybe it's because I'm the New Guy hasn't got a... I can't believe that's the case. Hasn't got an avatar set? I don't know. Wait a minute. A Minute Journey by Magicite. That's not a name I recognize. That's a new name. So maybe we'll quickly look at that one. It's 12:39. We've been going for 40 minutes. Needs the back of the cave blocked off. Now this one's got some amazing music. Let's hit this bat out the way. This is an archetype within your mind, one that is but a symbol of what is negative. You might think this is real, and for all you can perceive, it is. But as with most realities in the universe, it is slightly more subtle than that. Venture forth, at any rate, and see what you can uncover. Verily. Okay, wow. It's an archetype within my mind. I don't think anyone wants to go there. Okay, music's great though. Whoever wrote this music, probably a creative genius. These are the tears of an inferno's demise. The crimson plants sprout from the depths of reality of fear, which these skeletons represent. Life forsaken forever. Such a sad state of affairs, is it not? I feel like this should be read in a Shakespearean way. Let me turn this down a little, maybe. Is it not? To have as the only symbol of an animated existence these flames which bring destruction to being. Yeah, totally agree. Okay, you need to get this up. Is this the top of the text here? I don't want to miss any out. These only reprieve in this underworld. They are concepts that heal the mind, that soothe regardless of external sieges. One is not certain how they function, but they do nevertheless. Compartmentalization, perhaps, one might think, but perhaps it is an issue with concentration. They might also look like they are oversized fungi, and they are, but only within dreams. Look at these oversized fungi. Why did everyone... I shouldn't say that joke. Why did everyone want to invite the mushroom to the party? Because he's a fun guy. Okay. The shop, the store. Let's get to the next part of the story. I want to know the next part of the story. Okay. Neoshard, help me out. You need to... Yeah, you keep that one busy. Here, I'll lead them to you. You take... Why are they focusing on me? Stop it. Maybe I can... Oh, sword. Sword. Away with you. We have a story to read. There you go. What does beget greed? It seems to merely eat itself from the edges, then from within, until it can no longer contain itself, becomes a purpose in itself, divorced from passion. How then does one change? Could it be personality? Utilitarian, possibly? Personally utilitarian, possibly? One knows not. But qualia is not within quantity. Secret contentness, never a direct trade. Wow, this is spooky. Whoop. Whoop. Is there more? Is there more story somewhere? If I manage to get the old... If I manage to get Terry, old Terry here. Ah! Gotta get ranged. Terry's upset. Let's get a bow. Bop bop! I didn't kill enough things. Does anybody know if there's more story past old Terry at the end here? Got it all. Okay, okay. Well, you know, maybe dying at the hands of an angry mage is appropriate for a story where you run around in your own dreams. Whoop. Okay. Let us... That was great. You know, am I just redoing a stream we already did? Maybe. But I'm enjoying myself. It's fun. These are fun. That's great. I'm going to skip all the rest of these because they look like people, some stuff from people on the team. I'm sure they're great. But this is a community stream, focusing on the community. Hey, look, I'm wearing a green shirt. What a great idea when you're using a green screen. Okay. So, we've done updates. We've looked at the combat jam. Let's see what's next on the agenda. I'm going to read the chat. Chat's coming in. Angelcast is back. Welcome back, Angelcast. Okay. Where is my doc with my notes? Here it is. Yes, so that's recent events, which is Combat Jam Showcase, which has been posted out now. We have some new stuff coming, which we're not quite ready to show yet. Maybe we could do a little sneak peek. But yeah, so we've got new content coming from Pocket Garden. If you've been playing Pocket Garden, there's some new content coming for that. And then we have got some things coming for Pride. Let me just check whether that is working. Let's go back to our hold placeholder. Octo Temple ruined. Yeah, I think we can show this next time because we've got some stuff we're going to announce this week. And we're not quite ready to show it. Whoa, this is loud. Loud in my ears, at least. I'm going to mute that guy. There you go. Whew. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, there are some new things coming in the next week or so. One of which is a skin store. So as you might be aware, throughout the history of Big Bang, you haven't been able to pay us any money. And as you might also be thinking to yourself, well then how is Big Bang gonna work if no money is ever spent? Great question. Well, this week we're doing a little bit of a simple rollout, simple launch of just some skins, 5 skins in the avatar editor. They're entirely optional. Everything in Big Bang that has always been free will always be free. All of the tools are always free. All playing is always free. And just like with other games where you can optionally buy some skins or you can optionally get some stuff, that's what it's going to be like. Well, you're going to find out the name of the currency when we launch it. Let me tell you, though, it's very difficult. You might think Doodlebucks or these names are really easy, Big Bucks, that kind of thing, are easy, but you've got to go and do trademark searches and things, and it's incredibly dull. But yeah, we've got a name for the currency now. It'll be coming out. So what you do is you go to the skin store, you click on the thing you want. It says whether or not you have enough magical tokens, and if you don't, you can go and buy some, and then you can get yourself one of these exclusive skins. Yep, so selling skin, Neoshard says I might want to sell some skins. Yeah, so in the future, that's what we're going to be doing too. If you're interested in selling skins, please get in touch with Digital Monkey Master to get on the kind of pre-list. We're not there yet. It's going to take a while before we can do that. But certainly that is, one of the steps that we want to take in the future. But yeah, so in the short term, those skins are going to be available. You can buy them. If you buy them, you can use them in pretty much every game. But obviously, if there's a template that overwrites the skeletal object on a character, they won't work there. But yeah, that's cool. So that's basically that news. We've got some nice hub updates, but I think we'll do like a full section on the new hub next time. But the new hub is really nice. It has terrain in there. It's got a much nicer layout, I would say. And then also we have swimming, so you can go, if you're too warm, if you're feeling a bit hot under the collar, then you can jump in the water and cool off. Yep, and then it's Pride Month next month, and we're going to have some outfits to celebrate Pride Month, just like we did last year. Just things you can put on your character optionally, bracelets, things like that, just to recognize that community. Okay, I did have another couple things in the changelog that I didn't get to. I just want to make sure I've covered everything. But of course, you can go through the changelog yourself, and we're trying to link to more of those things as well. So I think what we did mostly was 0.95, so 0.96. Let's have a look. Yeah, so, we made some changes that people who write scripts will like, one of which is that previously when the engine had like a bad error, it could get itself into a weird state where it was just kind of spamming the console and things were not working great. So we've improved that behavior now so that it will try and recover much more gracefully. Accuracy of sphere colliders against terrain colliders. Well, that's not a particularly user-facing change for now. Area below the game save planner blocked pointer events. Yeah, so that was just blocking some of the save stuff. Undo redo typing in game input boxes was superseded by game undo redo. Yeah, so if you did Control Z or Command Z in a text box where you were typing, you wanted to go back to the previous one, it would actually undo in the editor. That's fixed now. Invert the color of entity drop down triggers when open in effort to make it clearer which one's hovered and which one's active. Yeah, so just little tweaks there. For the voxel object editor, we have the workplane nudging by one voxel instead of half a voxel. Shortcuts panel open a new tab actually opens in a new tab. That's radical. Save as for remix voxel objects. We put it back in. We took it out. We're putting it back in. We're going to fix it so it maintains remix history, because I think, nobody intends to remove remix history when they're doing save as, and we want to just give everybody credit for what they've built. So there you go. We'll be doing that. There's actually a pretty big change that we shipped in the way that scripts work. So if you declared stuff, this is just for people who have been writing scripts in TypeScript. If you were declaring variables outside of a script class, it's possible that they wouldn't get cleaned up when the game started. So you could certainly get encountering bugs that, when you press stop start, you expect that everything to be cleaned. It wasn't. So now they completely are, and there's no chance that they can be held over, which is super cool. It means that you can just declare a bunch of stuff outside a script, and that's safe to do now. Just reading through the last few things. So the installable version of .BigBang matches platform colors better, so we're matching it to light mode and dark mode. And then the favicon, the little icon for the desktop, was poorly aligned. It wasn't exactly in the middle, which is, of course, the most important thing on .BigBang. So there you go. Will someone make a plane? One question. Will there be a script make it capable of making a plane fly? Well, you know what? If there isn't a script and it doesn't work properly, Digital Monkey Master, I am announcing this right now. Newsflash. Digital Monkey Master will be making a script that you can put on your object and fly it around. He didn't know that until just now. But in the classic tradition of people announcing things, I think just like up, down, left, right, a bit of banking, that's nice. Something simple. So there you go. That's going to get done. Community request fulfilled. And Digital Monkey Master might need to collaborate with Charles a little bit on that one. But that's going to be good. Neoshot says, man, I wish I could code. Well, you can start doing some simple stuff, some really small, trivial things. And I think maybe we should start, putting a couple of little tutorials out just about making something spin around or do something, some little easy, fun beginner tasks. But also in the future, we do plan to do, more visual scripting, more timeline stuff, so it's easier for people to make stuff without needing to code. But there you go. So you can fly the planes I've made in .BigBang, like the Horton Ho229 or the ME262. Drag and drop script is complicated. Yeah, I mean, the thing about making games, Neoshot, is, even visual programming, that type of thing, or drag and drop stuff, you still need to understand the concepts, right? I don't think anybody's built anything that can make things, do things without needing to at least, have some understanding. But I do think that if you do kind of drag and drop stuff, then at least you can play with it, and it will all just work rather than it breaking. So so Doodle Safari, the combat example, those types of things are great to get started with and just play around with. And of course, Heather Punkarella here has made a whole bunch of tutorials. So I think that's a good way to get started too, because regardless of whether you learn to script or learn to program, there's a whole bunch of just like level layout, data, like, making sure that, setting up the health for things, setting up the damage for things. So yeah, so as Heather says, and maybe Heather can throw out one of the tutorial links in Discord, and Digital Monkey Master can put it in all of the other chats, just so we can kind of have something for people to click. Hey, look at my mic; it's going a bit weird. Okay, let me check on my messages. Yeah, Discord links. That's great. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just link the combat ones up here, and then people can jump straight to them. Okay, did I get to the end of the list? Did I get to the end of the list? I think we took a left turn at me telling Chris without telling him beforehand that he's going to make a plane thing. Okay, yeah, we did get to the end of the list. Awesome. Okay, and I have a small thing I was going to show. I can't remember what happened when I tried to play this earlier. Bear with me for a second while I try and run my crazy example locally. See if it works. Sure it does. Now, is this... It is. It's okay. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. So yeah, just as a little, just as a little preview at the end of the stream. I wanted to show you something I've been working on. I did put it in, I put it in drafts and stuff, I did kind of put it out there. It's not a super secret. But yeah, been working on kind of physicsy stuff. And there's a couple of cool things about this. It's obviously gone into low graphics mode because we can't render this much stuff yet. But my goal at the moment is to just get the actual core engine to be able to do this. So it's kind of silly. You know what? I think, did I have a proper... This is obviously separated. Did I have a proper stack? Let me go and have a quick look in here. Grid. Is there anything secret? It's probably secret stuff in here as well. Grid, 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 grid. Maybe was it the 10K static? Triggers. Where's this game gone? I had a cooler one. 10K static. Maybe this one. Let me see. Oh, this literally is static. Okay. Well, I thought I had saved a version. So yeah, so the point of this stuff is trying to make the core engine stuff faster. I mean, it's still quite a way away from being able to ship it, but there are 10,000 entities in here, and as you know, if you try to build anything in .Big Bang, 10,000 entity is a lot more entities than you can put in a game. So yeah, there's 10,000 entities in here, and it's running, apart from the renderer, pretty fast. Well, very fast. And I did have a version where I had a ton of combinations of stuff. Grid, GLTF. This is exciting, right? Like me searching for a game that I made. But fundamentally, I don't think this is working, right? Because it's not finding stuff. Fundamentally, the idea is to make the core engine much faster, maybe 10 times faster approximately. And by doing that, enable everybody to make, way more interesting games. But yeah, so this is the only one that I have. That's weird. I thought I saved another game, but I will make another version of it that has all of the bits and pieces. So yeah, so the things that are falling here are being simulated by a rigid body physics simulation. It's a physics engine called Jolt Physics. It was actually the physics engine from Horizon Forbidden West, which was a game that shipped recently on PlayStation 5. And the person who made it kindly made it available via open source. So the difference between what we have now and this is that everything, we have a lot of kind of pushing and objects that would kind of bump each other around and have various velocities on them. This would put everything in the kind of same world. The other demo I had was cool because it also had scripts moving things around as well as just these rigid bodies. Maybe I'll edit it now. Let me see. So if I change this, you see, this is definitely not my most recent game. I'm going to go and jump back and see if I can get my triggers version to do it, because what's really cool is when you're moving things around in script, you can also affect the other kind of rigid bodies in the world, and that means that they're really pushing each other around and it functions correctly. So I'm going to go in here because I think this one has some updated stuff. Yeah, so this is a trigger test. So all of these thousands of blue boxes are all triggers, the same as you can set up today. And that's all nice and fast. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to 256 kinematic. I'm going to change this to 256 dynamic. I'm going to change this back to my orange box with collision. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so now, yeah, I've spawned these in a way. So these things over here that are spinning are being changed in user script, and they can actually interact with the rigid bodies that we're simulating over here. So when I push this block in here, it's getting pushed around by these things. So everything is kind of in the same world, and everything is interacting in a nice way. There you go. I'm going to push that a bit more. And then, of course, over here, once we get past the kinematic stuff, as they call it in physics engines, we just got these static things as well. And if we take a quick look at the times here, you can see that the physics engine is actually only spending like 0.3 milliseconds doing anything. And in fact, it's taking us longer to get the information back out of the physics engine into our engine than that. And then the renderer is taking 2.5 milliseconds. So it's taking us 2.5 milliseconds to draw these boxes, but it's only taking us 0.4, whatever, half a millisecond to simulate all of this stuff. So yeah, that's really cool. And just something that's being worked on, in evenings and weekends, that type of thing. For now, until it gets to a point where it's fun to do. But yeah, so we can stack these. Let's make this slightly more interesting. So 32 by 32. Let's make it a stack of 5. Yay! Now look at that. We made some stacks. And so now we've got a bunch of stacks. We've got a bunch of these. And because these things are being kind of simulated in a reasonable way, the character is moving around on top of it, but it's not parented in the way that we currently have. It's just because there's friction, and the friction is kind of pushing me around in a circle. And then all of these static ones as well. But yeah, let's push over a couple of columns because, why not? Maybe we can push them over like dominoes. Okay, let's do that. And of course, the character animation isn't working yet, but that's really just a fairly minor step. Come on, let's get the dominoes going. Yeah. Hey, look, my head's behind some stats. Yeah, I'm hiding the stats from you. Okay. Let's keep going. I'm gonna fly. what? I think I have the debug version. Yeah, okay, let's follow these down. Whoa. Step on this as it's falling. Knock it around. Okay, so there you go. Just a little sneak peek at the ending. Whoa, skydiving. So that's it. That's everything we had to show today. So that's it for today. If anybody has any questions, please throw them in. I just want to put physics on everything now. I want to blow up these columns. I want this thing to stand up. But yeah, if you have any questions, throw them in chat or YouTube or Twitch. Otherwise, Sync is typing. I await your message with great trepidation. Thank you for the stream, says Heather. Well, thank you for coming. Sync says physics will be super fun. Yeah, there's lots of kind of, I think, side benefits of having everything in. Neil Shard says, what did I miss? Well, I did show the physics stuff, but I think I need to set up another demo for next time for that to be really fun. Like this vehicle that Charles made, this is great. It's super fun, but it doesn't, if you've tried to spawn multiple of these, you'll realize that they don't really interact with each other that well. Once you start crashing into each other, there's some it's fine, but there's not really some great interactions there. I think having everything in a uniform physics world will just be incredibly useful. And then, of course, it brings with it lots of other features that we don't currently have, like swept volume tests. We have some of those, but they're not uniform. We don't have enough of them. And then everything will work with everything. So that's another thing that's great to look forward to. Okay. Any final questions? Let me just check. Let me check what is happening. I just love this Octotemple world. It is just so beautiful. Really feel like we should turn it into something. I always wanted to make it so that this octopus temple stands up and walks around. Have you checked out the latest weekly art challenge hub? Are you addressing me? Have I checked it out? Maybe it's built in the Octotemple. I haven't checked it out. Let's throw a link. Throw me the link. Throw me the link. It's happening. Okay. Whoop. May 2023 Scripting Challenge. All of these wonderful scripts were made by the Weekly Scripting Challenge over in a Discord. Take the teleporters to see everyone's cool scripts. But is this a week 2 plain motion blur line of sight? Where is the Octotempleness? Wrong one. Yeah, I was like, I don't know. This looks like an Octotemple. I'm no expert. Okay. You may be leading me astray again. Okay. Because this also don't look like no xylophone, piano, guitar, drums. Is there some? All of these were made in our Discord. Type to chat bubble to go to the Discord. Where? Oh, you're going over here. Week 1 to guitar. Okay. What? Okay. Is this Octotemple? I'm confused. Or are you just this is not an Octotemple thing. You just wanted to show them off? These are very nice. Bird King made a real literal axe. How is this? I was in the Octotemple and I was talking about the Octotemple, and then you said, and I said, wouldn't it be cool if we did something with this? And then you threw this link out, and I was like, this is not the Octotemple. I don't think, we need to work on our double act a bit better. Okay, So we're going to do a whistle-stop tour of these. Number 2, drums. Okay, look at that. Oh, look at that. There's like a ripple effect and a chicken leg. T-Block made the classic wind-up monkey toy. Summer Sky made some highly realistic drums. Look at this. And then who's this? DMM made a more classic snare, I believe that is. Week 3 stage. These are the weekly art competition, right? What's fun about this one is that I think I actually own this controller keyboard, something very similar to this. I think he made it bigger. Upright piano by Summer, very nice. This is by Muck Funky Pants. This is by DMM, who's gone all in on the grand piano, high resolution, highly accurate, 3 pedals. Who knows what the third pedal's for? Nobody knows what it's for. Nobody knows what the third pedal's for on a piano. Well, one is sustain. Everybody knows that. That's your basic pedal. One is, what's it called? Sostenuto? Quiet. But what's the third one for? Let's look it up. This week is xylophone. So everybody knows xylophones are made out of wood. And a glockenspiel. That's the metal one. Let's say rad and fresh. But Bird King. Everybody knows a xylophone is made of wood. Everyone knows that. Or is it the other way around? Maybe a glockenspiel is made out of wood. Hey, Infernal Viper, how's it going? We're just looking at these xylophones. We're just looking at some xylophones. What, you know? Okay, week 3 stage. Let's go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, we've been here already. We're stuck in a time loop. Imagine that. Stuck streaming forever. We can never get out. I want to go over here, though. What is this supposed to be? Oh, that's the stage. Of course it is. Look, this is the auditorium. Can we parkour our way up here? There's got to be some way up. I need to get up there. What's that in the wall? That's highly suspicious. Oh, it's just the edge of the wall. Ah, well, I don't know. I feel like there's got to be a way up here somehow. But you know, maybe that's a parkour for another day. Am I using a new mic? I am. Unfortunately, my voice is suffering today. I don't know what's going on. So you're going to have to deal with my dulcet tones. Maybe a little bit sick. Yeah, maybe a little bit sick. But let's not say that, though. If we pretend we're not, you know, that's the whole thing, right? Exactly. Sickness is a word I don't know. Okay, return to lobby. Return to lobby. What? Hey, I came out that door and then I went back in it and went somewhere else. I don't know what's going on here. Who's this over here? It's Ashley telling us about Discord. Thanks, Ashley. Anyway, DMM stream sniped me into checking that out. That's fine. I liked it. It was all good. I rejoined the Octo Temple where I started. And then we're back. Back in the placebo is the word I was looking for. It's a placebo. You know, there's like documented evidence, right? That if you just think something's going to help you, it does, which means you can just do anything. Certain percentage, you'll feel better. Let's do some jumping jacks. Look at these little birds. Boop. Okay, well, we're way over time. It's 1:15. Any last questions from anybody? If not, we're going to get out of here, get some lunch, get a cup of coffee, get on with things. You know, just because Neoshard and Infernal Viper turned up, I'm going to jump back and just quickly do this demo one more time. Because I like it so much. Let me just stop this and click this. I'm going to say 256 of these, and I'm going to say 256 of these, and change this to this. Press play. Oh, one thing that I missed was changing the stack. 5 high. Stack it high. Boom. Yeah, so this is just the experiment I was showing earlier, where we've got a combination of rigid bodies, so we can stop pushing. Let's push the dominoes. Let's get the dominoes happening. Come on. Let's get these dominoes dominoing. That's not really a domino effect. So these, this row here is 256 simulated rigid bodies. They're just cubes. Come on, we can make it. I'm going to stand at the end and get crushed to death. It's happening. Whoa, oh, it's going faster than I can go. Help. Oh, okay, okay. Whoa. Okay, these guys are just gone. Let's chase them. Tears of the Kingdom style. We're going to skydive down onto the blocks. Now it's a skydive parkour game. Oh, I need to boost up again. Oh. I'm sure there's something we can do to make this camera slightly less crazy. I'm sure it's the camera that's boosting as well. Okay. Anyway, let's stop having fun. Everybody knows making games is not about having fun. It's about business. Business time. So we've got a combination of 256 rigid bodies. So, you could have 256 things, blowing things up and doing stuff, stacking stuff. We've got 256 kinematic objects. So these things here, I'm not actually parented to this. It's just the friction between my character capsule and this thing that's moving me around here a little bit. We would also, have some way to attach you to that for reals. And these things also interact. So as I was saying before, we can, I think, if we grab one of these cubes, let's get this cube, come on. You know what, it's easier to show this with less stuff. So let's just make less stuff. Why are we trying to solve a problem we don't even have? Okay, we'll make it 1 high. So the kinematics over here, which are these things that are being turned around. So in a traditional physics engine, things that are getting moved by script and are not moving just because of other forces, they call them kinematic bodies. But because of the way these are being done, they actually interact with the rigid bodies nicely. So they've got a really nice way of setting all of that stuff up. And then when you put all of this stuff together, it all just works magically, which is really nice. So yeah, that's cool. And then all the rest of this stuff is static, which means obviously it doesn't move, but it also means that you can interact with it, right? So all the collision here is happening in this physics engine between the capsule for the player and the boxes. And it's really fast. And as I was showing just before, it's taken about 0.3 milliseconds in the physics engine right now. So very, very fast. And this has got 10,000. Oh, this has got 1,000 entities in it, but it's pretty much the same for 10,000 static entities. And my goal is to get 10,000 entities to be fast enough to run at 120 frames a second on a fast computer or 60 frames a second on a phone. And I think that will obviously open up a lot of opportunities for building games that currently people feel very restricted in what they can build sometimes, I think. So I haven't done voxel colliders yet. Doing the voxel colliders will take some time because the physics engine doesn't have that as a shape. But what I'm trying to do now is just figure out the feasibility of using this system rather than do the bit that is going to take time. Let's just push this. Let's just push this off the edge. Let's just push it off the edge. Oh, it's going. See you later. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out all of the different parts that we would need to plumb in and make it happen. And then, a voxel collider is kind of like, we just need to decide how they collide with each other, really. And right now, like, you can't really, well, right now we don't support that, right? You can't have a voxel collider collide with a voxel collider and have it do something sensible. So we just need to figure out like what the actual thing is. Yeah. But yeah, I think when you're prototyping, like, I know that you can implement a voxel shape, and I'm pretty confident that it can be fast enough. We just need to figure out what the rules are there. And I think just like in most physics engines, you don't get like triangle mesh versus triangle mesh collisions, for example. You only get them versus the basics. You need to decide what does it actually mean. And I think for a lot of the time, a voxel object that you have in the game could be simulated nicely with a convex hull or something like that. But yeah, I don't want to try and solve all of the problems at the beginning. I want to just do some fun stuff, and then once I get it to a point where we can see if it's feasible, then we can figure it out. But for now, you can skydive on top of blocks, and that's a fun game in itself, keeping it straight. Okay, I am going to actually go now. So thanks everyone for turning up. I will be back in a month. That month we will have a new game out, which we are launching this week. So maybe we can play a bit of that in the update. And thanks for all of the amazing stuff that you've made. If you made anything that we contributed to, the weekly art challenges or weekly scripting challenges or the combat game jam, any of that stuff, it's always awesome to see people building stuff and making cool things. And yeah, there's another game coming. Well, it's not really a super new game. It's got some new changes, and then you'll see. But there you go. There's a teaser. That's it. So thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.